Okay, we have one more problem to unlock together, and then you are going to get to do the rest on your own. So let's look at this. Question number 7. It says, Quentin and Hunter are biking on trails in Katy Trail State Park. This is in Texas, by the way. They biked 5/6 mile in the morning and 5/8 mile in the afternoon. Did they bike a greater distance in the morning or afternoon? All right, morning or afternoon, which one was greater? So let's write down what we need to find out. It says, what do you need to know? We need to know is which one is greater, right? 5/6 or 5/8? Which one is greater? Because if we know that, then we can answer our question. Which time did they go the further distance, in the morning or in the afternoon? So the numerator is 5 in both of them, right? We have the same numerator in both of them. So we need to compare 1/6 and 1/8. Let's explain that, is what it's saying. So if they have the same numerator, then it really falls on us to compare the denominators. So we need to figure out if a 1/6 is greater than or less than an 1/8. Sorry, I used greater than and less than symbol because I was running out of room. So we need to plan our strategy. I think I'm going to use fraction strips because fraction strips make sense in my head when I'm dealing with fractions. I need to make sure that both of them are the same size. And then I need to divide them into 6ths and 8ths. So I'm going to start by dividing them in half. And then I'm going to go 6ths, which is 3 pieces on each side. And then I need to go 8ths. So I'm going to go quarters. And then 8ths. Let me fix my lines up here. There's my half. Thirds. There you go. That's a bit more even. So, which one is greater? 1/6 or 1/8? I'm going to write my fractions next to it so I remember what I'm doing. 1/6 or 1/8. So, let's complete our sentences. In the mornings, the boys biked, let's see, they biked 5/6 of a mile. In the afternoon, the boys biked 5/8 of a mile. Since my picture is not perfect by any means, I'm going to look at this. So I need to figure out which one is greater, 6th or 8th. Which one's bigger? Well, my 6th is bigger than my 8th. Not by a lot, but by enough to make it larger. This square is bigger than, or sorry, this rectangle is bigger than that rectangle, right? Yeah. So the boys biked a greater distance in the morning. 5/6 is greater than 5/8. The larger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. The smaller the denominator, the larger the pieces. Keep saying that in your head so that you have it. I'm going to write it down so that I remember. The smaller the denominator, the larger the pieces. Smaller denominator, larger pieces. Keep that in mind. You have a multi-step sense or nonsense question to answer. You can check your work when you're finished, and then you'll move on to your graded practice. The biggest thing you need to remember here is this. The smaller the denominator, the larger the pieces. The larger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. Keep saying it over and over and over. When your fractions have the same numerator, you have to look at the denominator to figure out which is greater and which is less.